Hello, hello, hello. I'm Carol Davis, and it is August 6th, Thursday. And guess what? And I'm here to share a spot of sunshine with you. So feel free to repost these. And I'd like to get this around the world because a lot of people could use a spot of sunshine right now. Don't you agree? So let's spread the sunshine. I'm here for 7 minutes, Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you. So we're now reading Hope for the Flowers. Delightful book. So simple and easy to read, like for children, but it's so profound. So we've been talking about the two butterflies, Stripe and Yellow. That's because, see, one's striped and one's yellow. Duh. And Yellow's the girl and Stripe is the boy. And anyway, what we just talked about yesterday is Yellow decided to go ahead and go into the cocoon. And Stripe was still climbing the pillar of caterpillars to unknown whatevers at the top. So, and they're all climbing that because they think everybody's doing it. It must be good, right? How many times has that happened in life? At least it has to me. Well, I don't like this, but everybody's doing it. So she met another friend who's told her in her cocoon, it'll be okay because you'll find each other again. When you become a butterfly, you can go find Stripe. So now where we start today, Yellow was torn in anguish. What if Stripe comes back and I'm not there? What if he doesn't recognize my new self? Suppose he decides to stay a caterpillar. They didn't know that you don't stay that way. At least we can do something as caterpillars. We can crawl and eat. We can love in some way. How can two cocoons get together at all? How awful to get stuck in a cocoon. See, we always think wherever we're at is forever. And nothing is forever. That's the cool part about that paragraph. How could she risk the only life she knew when it seemed so unlikely she could ever be a glorious winged creature? What did she have to go on? Seeing another caterpillar who believed enough to make his own cocoon. And that peculiar hope which had kept her off the pillar and left within her when she heard about butterflies. Oh, I love this. The gray-haired caterpillar continued to cover himself with silky threads. That's the friend she met. As he wove the last bit around his head, he called, "You'll be a beautiful butterfly. We're all waiting for you." And Yellow decided to risk for a butterfly. For courage, she hung right beside the other cocoon and began to spin her own. Imagine, I didn't even know I could do this. That's some encouragement that I'm on the right track. If I have inside me the stuff to make cocoons, maybe the stuff of butterflies is there too. Chapter 5, Stripe made much faster progress this time. You see, there he is, climbing to whatever. He was bigger and stronger since he had taken time out. From the beginning, he's determined to get to the top. He especially avoided meeting the eyes of other crawlers. He knew how fatal such contact could be. He tried not to think of Yellow. He disciplined himself neither to feel or to be distracted. Stripe didn't seem just disciplined to others. He seemed ruthless. Even among climbers, he was special. He didn't think he was against anybody. He was just doing what he had to do if he was going to get to the top. Familiar? Don't blame me if you don't succeed. It's a tough life. Just make up your mind, he would have said. He would have said had any caterpillar complained. Then one day he was near his goal. Stripe had done well, but when light finally filtered down from the top, he was close to exhaustion. At this height, there was almost no movement. All held their positions with every skill a lifetime of climbing had taught them. Every small move counted terribly. There was no communication, only the outsides touched. They were like cocoons to one another. Then one day Stripe heard a crawler above him saying, "None of us can get any higher without getting rid of them." Soon after, he felt tremendous pressure and shaking. Then came screams and falling bodies. Then silence. Lots more light and less weight from above. Stripe felt awful with this new knowledge. The mystery of the pillar was clearing. Oh, this book is sounding more and more like today's world. He now knew what had happened to the 3 caterpillars. He now knew what must always happen on the pillar. Hi, Ian. Frustration surged through Stripe, but as he was agreeing this was the only way up, he heard a tiny whisper from the top. "There's nothing here at all." It was answered by another. "Quiet, fool. They'll hear you down the pillar. We're where they want to get. That's what's here." Stripe felt frozen. To be so high and not high at all. It only looked good from the bottom. The whisper came again. "Look over there, another pillar, and there too, and another too. Everywhere pillars. Stripe became angry as well as frustrated. "My pillar," he moaned, "only one of thousands. Millions of caterpillars climbing nowhere. Something is really wrong, but what else is there?" His life with Yellow seemed so far away. That wasn't it either, not quite. Yellow! He let her image fill his being. "You knew something, didn't you? Was it courage to wait?" Maybe she was right. I wish I were with her. I could go down, he thought. I'd look ridiculous, but maybe it's better than what's happening here. But Stripe's thought was interrupted by bursts of movement all over his level. Each seemed to be making a last effort to find some entry to the top. But with every push, the top layer tightened. Finally, one caterpillar gasped. "Unless we try together, nobody will reach the top. Maybe if we give one big push." They can't hold us down forever. So it's 10:07. This is a good place to stop because what comes next is getting pretty exciting because I don't want to give it away. But it has a happy ending. So hope for the flowers, a hopeful day, and remember, pass this on. Everybody could use a spot of sunshine, and I hope you felt the sunshine even for a moment. Thank you.